show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Community Pulse Halloween Edition, edition number 34. Thank you all for coming out tonight. It's going to be one heck of a show, that's for sure. I'm really looking forward to listening to Wes. Hello, everybody out there. Hoda Hey, Metalhead Hippie, Snooks, D. Lynn, Joe and Barry Glenn, Kurt, Justine, Folk Punk, Mark Wade, Lars, I seen Chris, covered by CQ, Hugh. Welcome, everybody. I know I've missed a few. Live to Fly, I saw you there from the beginning. Much love, much respect to all of you. I'm really looking forward to this show. I think we have a real special artist here, two new friends to the community, and they plan to share their music and stop by many of our channels. Mr. Brad Example, what's going on? Patrick Lauren. All right, so I want to start off by saying, of course, you all know by now, we have Dwight Carr, a.k.a. East Virginia Studios, as the co-host, and a very good friend of his. Once we had Dwight on our show with JJ and myself, he brought along a friend of his, Wes Herndon, and I'm sure glad he did. You're all going to love his music, and I can't wait myself to. I had a little chat with him, and I'm really excited about this one. The opening track was another new member, friend to this channel, to this community. I'm not sure how he came across. He really didn't answer, but he came on to my channel last week, made a comment. I jumped over to his channel, and it's Johnny Zent. He's a drummer, and lo and behold, he came up with this track called Halloween. I reached out to him. He said, no problem, play it. And yeah, out of Spain. Really cool stuff. I really enjoyed it. And I saw Jade in here. Yeah, I think you would really enjoy some of the music Johnny's got on his channel. All right, so the feature channel for tonight is none other than my good Canadian friend, Patrick Lauren, whom I screwed up the link, but I think it's been fixed since. It'll be pinned up at the top of the chat. Please take your time, take some time to go visit that. And before we get started, we got some special announcements. I'm really excited to announce what Jade has coming up this Thursday. But let's play our feature channel. I put together a little montage. It is available now on my channel, but more importantly, please go visit Patrick's channel and offer up some support.
Give it some time to wither away, strong even today. The promise of a better. You missed your mark and pierced my heart. I'm not one to flog myself, and I'm not one to ask for help. I see to turn this prose into poetry. I looked at it from every angle, and I see nothing worth the trouble. And I just want to kiss you again. I don't know why you slip away in the night. This fight or flight response to everything you feel. Where sorrow hurts the soul the most. Every time I fall, I lie, telling myself it's alright, no matter what the future is bright. You complain that you're stuck, both feet in the sand, knee deep in the mud, and you don't understand just how you're gonna get out. Any way that you feel feels wrong. You wanna take a shot, you're listening to the song and turning it into something that it's not. You want out.
Wow. How good is that? Very well done, Patrick. I hope the link works. DJ Big Red, is it working? Did we figure that out? I hope it is all good now. That's fantastic stuff, and that's our featured channel for tonight. It'll stay. The link will stay at the top of the page. Yeah, please go offer up some support. And yeah, so at the beginning of the stream, we have what I call the notable streaming channels. These are channels that have helped me grow, and many of you out there get to where we are today, helped bring this community together and have it become what it is today. And I'm going to do my damnedest to maintain my part of it. And yeah, I want to start off with Metalhead Hippie, the 907 Global Music Co-op, every Friday at 4 p.m. Please submit your music via email. Jeff will play it. There is no need to tell him that you heard it from me, but if you're a new artist, it's never a bad idea to mention DJ, folk punk, myself, Lori, anybody in this chat. So that's every Friday at 4 p.m. It'll run for about 4 hours, a little longer sometimes, depending on how Jeff feels and how many songs he's got to play. And yeah, then we have Pete John, Your Music Live. The times are changing, and I believe they're going to change again. So I just made an adjustment. I hope I have this right. Sunday at 6 p.m. Your Music Live. I met many artists between Jeff's channel and Pete's channel that are here today. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. All you have to do is fill out a form that you'll find on Pete's channel. Just follow that link, and fill out the form, submit. It's that simple. He'll be sure to play it. Then we have Thomas Christ, the You Rock show every Wednesday at 6 p.m. That time has changed, and it is going to change again, I think, the second week of November, but we'll keep you posted as we go. Same deal with Thomas Christ. Very similar to Metalhead Hippie. I'm not sure which one of them is better looking, but I like them both. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m., same deal. Go to Thomas's channel, fill out the form, submit, and it's that simple. And he'll play your music for either one of these streams. If you let them know if it's a premiere, they'll put a spotlight on it. So really cool stuff. Yeah, and this one I was looking forward to because the community pulse is about people submitting to me to make it easier for me, whatever premieres and anything special they have going. Well, Jade Starr did not need to apologize. It wasn't too late, but she did send me some news that she has Shelley Siegel. She'll be interviewing this week. I believe it's at 5 o'clock. Yes, thank you. 5 p.m. on Thursday. The little I know is Shelley is an award-winning singer-songwriter known for her poignant folk and pop songs. Out of Melbourne, Australia. Her debut album, the Atheist album, garnered international acclaim and led to years of headlining tours across the U.S. and Europe. She has performed to festival crowds of over 30,000, while her music receives airplay worldwide and features on major networks. So we've got a superstar here on Thursday. Let's do our best to get over and support Jade's channel. I've learned a lot from Jade Starr. Jade Starr interviewed me September of 2022, and that got me out of my shell. And if you're bored of me, you can all go and blame Jade Starr, because I was nervous as heck that night, and it worked out really well, as she said it would. So please go check out that interview this coming Thursday. And if you got anything else to add, Jade, you can throw it in the chat. Independent Mini United, every Friday at 8 p.m. She has an amazing stream. I think 1 week on, 1 week off. What she does is she'll play music for a couple hours, and then kind of like a talk show, a topic, different topics and whatnot. But it's really cool. If you show up in her stream, you can submit a song, email her. You can find her email on her channel, and if there's room, and I'm sure she can make some room, she'd be more than happy to play it. And it's a great stream. You'll get some really good exposure there. And yeah, and we have Chad Freeman, Green Eggs and Ham, every Sunday at 10 p.m. Wes was just telling me backstage that he visited Chad's channel on Sunday and had a really good time there. Again, all you have to do is email Chad. 15th Bend, that's the roller coaster that we all know about. It's a fantastic stream every Thursday at 9 p.m. It's one hell of a ride. There's a ton of people there. Really cool, top level production for music. And then we have our Lori's Mishmash every Friday night. You got the Friday Night Hang. It's a fantastic show. Lately, she's been challenging people, putting out a backing track, and she's got a lot of it's been very receptive, and a lot of people have submitted songs. Last week I did have a list of people that submitted, and this week I don't. So if Lori If you want to throw that out there, you can. Next week, Lori is going to be co-hosting JB, Cold Acre. So it's going to be a fantastic show, and it's going to be the day before Lori's surgery. And so we'll all have some time to spend with Lori before she tackles that. So I'm going to stop there. Remember, everybody, the Community Pulse playlist, there's over 130 songs, I think, on that playlist. Obviously, I won't be able to shout them all out, but it is available, and we have the link. I'm going to introduce our co-host, East Virginia Studios, a.k.a. Dwight Carr. That's I'm going to play one of his songs first. No, I'm going to bring him on. Well, it'd be nice if I unmute my guest.
Maybe not for everybody.
Great to have you on again, brother. This
I
is
appreciate
yeah, between you and Nate and Folk Punk and Lori, I guess there's a few of you. You're on what, 3 times now, 4 times?
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
think
cool.
This is 3.
Awesome. Great to
3.
see you again, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So yeah, much gratitude, man, for introducing us to Wes, and brilliant. Oh, such an amazing guy. You're all gonna love him.
Yeah.
Just such a kind soul. But let's talk about you first. You have a track that you submitted here, and it's you're on a roll right now. Like Wes said in the back, damn it, that guy's releasing a track a week.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
What's that?
When it rains, it pours, I guess.
That's it, right? And you can't stop, man. You got to go with it. You got to go with it.
Strike while it's hot.
But you got to stockpile, maybe hide
Yeah.
a little bit for those down times, right? If they ever come. So this song you chose is the newest one, right? I know
Right.
that song.
It is.
Yeah. So it's Do It All Again.
Yep, that's the latest.
I want to play it. Do you want to say anything about it before we?
One of those rare songs where it all just clicked, man. And sent it off to get mastered. And I don't usually do that, but I felt good about this one.
And it sounds fantastic. So let's have a listen to Do It All Again.
My past is the key, it's not the lock to the gate that has kept me off track. Nothing is free in this world except Jesus, and he ain't been calling me back. Well, I wasn't looking, but I found a reason way down deep in the haystack. Turns out my demons are terrified of needles, what I just poured in this glass. The sight of green money makes me feel funny, gnawing away at my gut. A natural born loser from Chattanooga, now I reside in the bluff. Brought up family first, first family fuck up, everyone else does rather well. Spent my preteens in church, my 20s were worse, the last few years have been hell. Help me to get back east, can't live in the cold anymore. And I've never felt so weak, and I've been here many times before. The forest is blocked by the trees, passed out on my brother's floor. Help me to get back here. Yeah, you can bet when it comes to the edge, there's a line that you just don't cross. The ones who know how far the cliff goes, the ones who have fallen off. If you land on your feet, go plan your retreat. To surrender is to win. If when we die we get another shot at life, I'd probably just do it all again. Help me to get back east. Can't live in the cold anymore. And I've never felt so weak. And I've been here many times before. All our futures look so bleak. Wonder what life might have in store. Help me to get back east. Past is the key, it's not the lock to the gate that has kept me off track. Nothing is free in this world except Jesus. He ain't been calling me back. Well, I wasn't lucky, but I found a reason way down deep in the haystack. It turns out my demons are terrified of needles. What I just poured in this glass.
Wow. How great was that?
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. A lot of
Thank you.
people are digging that production. Great track. I can definitely relate. And I know there's a few
I figured
people.
you would.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like slip my little Friends of Bill W lines in there from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah. The first family fuck up. What a great line.
I almost
was it.
censored it too.
What's that?
I almost censored it. I almost swapped it for something else.
Yeah.
Nothing else worked.
No, it is Forest of the Wolf. Welcome, Vivian Smiling, Maria, Anthony Richardson, a few other people. Feisty have joined the community. Much love and respect to Snooks, posting a whole bunch of streams. I know DJ gave her a ton of things to do. That's fantastic. Yeah, so we have, I don't want to, as you guys can all tell, I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. And yes, tonight we're on. So it's going to be a good game. But Rhodey, I know, leave it alone. We're going to get to Kansas City and then we're going to get blown away. But yeah, so let's bring on our featured artist. Would you like to play a track? No, let's bring him on first and let's talk to Wes. Everybody, welcome Wes Herndon.
Wes.
Wes, what's going on? We're going to put you in the middle there. Matt, I got to
Hi.
unmute Wes too.
I'm sitting here talking to myself. You're making me follow Dwight, man. That fire of a song, and he's probably about to release another one here in about 10 minutes during the show because he's a phenom, and they're all fire, man. Absolutely, all of them are fire. So if you don't follow Dwight's page and him on Spotify and everywhere else, you're doing yourself a disservice. Let me say that right now.
Too kind.
So thanks for having me on. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be saying hey to everybody. I see you all in the chat. Sometimes I'm technologically I don't want to use that word because it's not PC anymore. I'm technologically ignorant sometimes. So if I don't chat with you while I'm talking on the mic, y'all forgive me ahead of time. So thanks for having me on, Frank. It's an honor.
We're delighted to have you on. This is I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I know we were waiting for your album to be released, and we are going to have a couple giveaways tonight. Wes's music can be found on BANDCAMP and other platforms, correct?
Sure, absolutely. Everywhere music streamed, and of course YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Etriani, bro. So, and Tremor, I saw you in there too. Mike and Don. So, yeah. So once again, welcome to the Community Pulse. We are going to go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'm going to do a couple of shout outs, get them going here, and then we're going to start with one of your tracks. Lori's Mishmash reaction video. I had to shout this out because Metalhead Hippie played it last night, and I saw it the first time, but I was so in love with the song, I probably didn't pay much attention to it. But anyways, she also did a reaction video to There Are Worse Things I Could Do. Leni Perez and Colorful Energy put out a beautiful track, and she did an incredible reaction video. Leni Perez, we're going to post the link there for the song that she actually performed. There Are Worse Things That I Could Do. It's from the musical Grease, in which Lori had a special on Friday. It was really cool, but of course I fell asleep, and I apologize. I tried, or was I up? No, I fell asleep. But I watched it on replay. It was a fantastic show. And then we have Valerie Bott, Who Broke Your Heart? Lemmy White, vintage V100 Les Paul. Mark Singing for a Smile. Rainfield Music, Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. Tales Told in the Dark. She put a nice little tale about ghosts of the Adirondack Mountains. John Lemon and Lemonade, a good Canadian friend of mine. Train of Thought, Creepy. It's a really cool channel. I really encourage you guys all to go check this out. He does paintings, simple paintings, and with music. And this one was Jealous Face Drawing Idea. Really cool stuff. Wicked. Dragon Orb Music, We're All. Johanna Lynn, Elixir, Colorful Energy, and Kathy Ogram, Bella's Lullaby. Very cool stuff. Gordon Lee Weaver, Time Now to Fly. Charlie Tom Stone, Dit Louis, Scary Garcia, which we see him on, really cool stuff. We see him a lot on Thomas Christ's show. Heavy, and I think Folk Punk's working on to see if we can get him on the show. Dynamite Throw, Anything, another artist I met through Thomas's. Michelle Frett, Waiting Around to Die, Towns Van Zandt cover, Live to Fly. I think you'll love this one. Deed 1951, After Midnight, Synthworks, In My Dream, Forest of the Wolf, which is in the chat. Great to see you, Mark. On the Quest for Light, and my good friend Mary from Italy, Say Yes to Heaven. She picks out some really cool classics. This one's Lana Del Rey cover, and she creates videos. Very cool stuff. All right, we got 31 out of the way, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Now, Wes, I'm going to let you guys take over from here. Like Jade Starr said, Frank's got it the best. He just sits there and plays with the buttons and lets everybody else do the interviews. So it's all yours.
What can you tell us about Barstool?
Well,
Where did that come from?
It's kind of a humorous story to a degree. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I'm a little bit fat, and I'm not fat because I eat. I'm fat because I have watering holes where I'll stop, local pubs, and I'll have a few beverages. And I enjoy beer. I'm a craft beer snob. And one of the consistencies that I started noticing were some of the same people hang out in the same places every day, and they all seem to come in and seek advice and counsel and complain to the bartender, that whole thing from Cheers and everything else. And it just hit me one day. I'm like, this is almost like a confessional to a degree. And they are coming into these Barstool Saints seeking counsel. and that's where the song started.
That's a great analogy, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I have my moments. Usually it's about 15 minutes on a Tuesday afternoon. That's where I have my moments. And that was absolutely one of those moments. And I'm like, man, this has to be a good idea for a song. So I sat down and wrote it, and man, I'm very proud of it. Very proud of it.
It's a good one.
Let's play it.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. This one's Barstool Saints.
Play.
He'd take his complaints to the Barstool Saints just about every afternoon. Clergy and staff were grave for a laugh, but that was about all they could do. In his own mind, he thought it might time to get on his knees and pray. Trouble with that is that his prayers fell flat, and God didn't know what to say. That old devil, he's after me, yeah. And them Barstool Saints can't set me free. Can't stay in your lane when you're feeling so strange, not like anyone else. Only thing you can do is be you, my dude. Try to be true to yourself. Yeah, we'll stand in line until it comes our time. That's about all we can do. It'll be alright, at least for tonight. I promise that much is true. That old devil, he's after me, yeah. And them Barstool Saints can't set me free. No, they can't help me. Complaints to the Barstool Saints just about every afternoon. Clergy on staff will grave for a laugh, but that was about all they could do. Life is real hard when you're only about 3 yards from calling it quits real soon. Get some new friends, cause this ain't the end. That motto will be your tune. That old devil, he's after me, yeah. And them Barstool Saints won't set me free. That old devil, he's after me, yeah. And them Barstool Saints won't set me free.
Wow, how good is that?
Man.
Chris
Yeah, that-
Stapleton, who?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know that dude. No, I'm kidding. I any comparisons to that guy, it honors me sometimes. I don't think I sound anything like him, but I get that a comparison live a lot. Funny thing about that song, I did the EP that I just came out with is called Live and Unplugged from the Beach. And that is actually the unplugged version of the full studio version that I released back in December. And
Wow.
I almost did not put that on the EP, and the wife's like, "Are you not going to put Barstool Saints on the EP?" And I'm like, well, I guess, and so I sat down, and the way I did it, I mean, I guess live is somewhat misleading because you sit down with the acoustic and do the vocals all in one track. And then you go back and you lay some lead, and some of the tunes have bass or harmonica on them. Some of them have Dwight on them. Back to Macon's a track that has Dwight on it. And so technically it's kind of live, but kind of not. But I sat down and I actually did that I did the vocals and the guitar in one take, and then I put the lead on in another take, and I was done. It's like that was of all the tunes on there, all I had to do was mix it and then get it mastered, and it was ready. So it's a fun song to play live too. It really is. So
looks like you had a blast.
Yeah.
And I love the natural laugh you have in there. It's just perfect.
Thank you very much. I don't know how to
something
take
really
compliments.
shines through when you play it live like that. I don't know if it's the emotion or something, some kind of vibe comes off of people when they go straight through it. I'm scared to try it myself.
Man, come on, dude, stop. I know you're ready to get back on stage, and I'm working to get a gig in Macon, so you're going to be on stage with me. So we're working on that
wouldn't that be
diligently
cool?
after first of the year, and so you need to warm up, brother. As many tunes as you put out, you're not going to have an issue with it.
You got to set it up where we can get this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We sure will. And I do the streaming, I do the YouTube. A lot of artists nowadays, they seek the streaming, and yes, I do too. But the streaming to me is a marketing avenue to be able to play live, because my drug of choice is playing in front of a live audience, and energy and getting people engaged and being a part of what you're doing live, and then being able to talk to those people and hug necks and shake hands and all of that. Man, there's nothing. I mean, my wife and daughter aren't in the room, so there's nothing cooler than that.
It's hard to explain to someone who hasn't ever been up there, but it is something.
Lori's already
It's
busting
amazing.
your chops, Wes.
I'm sorry.
Lori's already busting your chops.
What's she saying?
You better make sure it's live.
Sheriff's in town.
Right?
Sheriff's in town.
Definitely will. So
I notice a lot of humor in your music too, and I appreciate that. Is that on purpose, or is that just you?
well, I guess a little both. Growing up a pastor's son, I'm naturally irreverent, and I find, I think for all of us, I think anybody that writes music in the community, it's an outlet in some form or fashion. And if I wrote it just as a therapy, it'd all be depressing stuff. And a lot of my songs are dark in their content and the lyrics. But I feel like that I handle adversity with humor anyway. When I'm super nervous, I make jokes and crack jokes. I do on stage. It's self-deprecating humor throughout the night. It's a natural part of who I am.
Awesome.
So,
That's fantastic.
yeah, cardboard cutouts. That's what we need. Yeah.
I'm going to do a few more shout outs here. There is a new artist we have in our community. It's Dell. Put another great track this week titled Birds. Please go check that out. Vince Janella put out Somebody Get Lori Mishmash, a doctor. Really cool stuff. Crimson Crux, as you all heard the tease last week on Thursday, I think it was. He had his premiere. They had their premiere, I should say. Dig Up Her Bones, Misfits cover, and he actually got approached by the original drummer from the band
Really?
on Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty cool stuff.
I got to hear that when he premiered it, man. It was awesome. It's really good.
Yeah, they're both just so talented. We also have Nura Guitar Channel. Great channel if you're learning how to play guitar. Always has some simple playing techniques and tracks with the chords and the lyrics. Plays along really cool. This one's Ash in the Wind, really cool song. Badass Brutus guitar with Sebastian Kreck. And speaking of, well, I'm going to call this one out. What a Parja project. I guess that's 5 Roman. Yeah. But sorry, it's my Uncle Sebastian's heavenly birthday today. So I just wanted to shout that out to my Uncle Seb. I love you, brother. All right. Small Town Girl and Bob Clements, Doubling Your Heartbeat. Mike Conway, fantastic drummer. Rock and Roll All Night. I sent that link to Hetriani. He just loved this drummer. Just incredible stuff. The Amateurs, The Devil Stole My Guitar. Amazing track. Mike Hermiston, Little Blue Me. Paula Benson. I'm sure a lot of you are getting to know Paula. It's a lot of fun. She put a little rehearsal of collab she's going to be doing with Badass Brutus guitar. Jenny Jazz pop cover. As you all know by now, Jenny has 2 different channels. One's for pop and one's for country. It's all covers, amazing stuff, incredible vocalist. And then our good friend, our featured channel of the night, Patrick Lauren, Fight or Flight was a song that was released. Greg Hutto, Up Spook Hill, World of Hurt. We got Enigma Bird, UFO Invasion to the Cafe. It's a brilliant video. You got to go check this out. My buddy Sam, Vintage Tone, Sad But True, Metallica guitar riff. Ian Luckett, and as we all know, in Tremor Bear are putting out some pretty incredible stuff. They're going to be on the show soon. Ian Luckett put out a track called Hunter's Moon. Todd Pattison, Back to You. Lunar Vibe, an incredible musician, put out a track called Spirits. Adam Holtz, One Last Song. Gary Schaefer, Forgotten Truth. Ricochet, put out a David Bowie cover, Cooks, and cover by CQ. I saw Chris in here earlier. Help me make it through the night. Chris Christopherson cover. All right. So, gentlemen, the next song we had on cue is Best of Me.
Yes.
I'll let you guys take it from there.
What can you tell us about that one, Wes?
Well, you know how you go to bed and you wake up in the middle of the night and you have this brilliant idea and you fool yourself usually and say, man, I'm going to go back to bed and I'll remember that when I get up. You never do. You never do if you don't write it down. That song was an idea I had about 2:30 one morning, and I made myself get up, and I had it written in about 30 minutes, and I had it recorded in another hour. And
Wow.
and it is not great production, if I'm being honest, but I think that it fits the song because it's a song about we all replay past all the stupid things we've done in the past. We replay those in our heads and we let that impact how we move forward in life. And the song, in essence, is about being the best of me now or the best of you, however you want to interpret it. And I personally think it's probably one of my favorite songs that I've written. And I don't know if you're allowed to say stuff like that as an artist, but I really, to me, language like that kind of sounds arrogant or narcissistic in some way, but really, to me, it's at least the message is probably one of the best of anything I've written so far. So I love this song. It's my favorite song of Wes Herndon. So
Awesome.
Well, let's play it. This one's titled The Best of Me, not The Best of My Love, Lori. the best of me. Told you, man, you're in for it.
Man, she just give me a hard time, dude.
She's gonna ride you hard.
Wait, real quick
Oh,
before you
that's
hit play,
right.
real quick. She asked me if my stuff was country, and everything we're playing tonight's going to sound country.
After you told her no.
After I said no, I'm not country, I'm swamp rock. So, all right.
Think a lot about life and death, what could have been. Think about how it'd be different if I could do it again. Spent a lot of time dreaming about goals and things. Think about how it'd be different if I could just grow some wings. The money I'd make and the chances I'd take, all the things that will never be. That's why I got to live right now and take a solemn vow to be the best of me. Think a lot about Jesus Christ, how he died for my sins. Think a lot about my lovely wife and how she makes me grin. Spend a lot of time dreaming about food and wine, thinking about how cool it'd be if I had more time. The money I'd make and the chances I'd take, all things that will never be. That's why I got to live right now and take this solemn vow to be the best of me. Think a lot about fixing folks, helping them with their faults. Think about how I'd help them all if I could change their thoughts. Yeah, I spend a lot of time dreaming about friends and beer, thinking about how it'd be different if we were all a little more weird. The money I'd make and the chances I'd take, the things that will never be. That's why I got to live right now and take this solemn vow to make the best of me. Best of me.
Damn. Let me just unmute you, gentlemen, and there we go.
Maybe we should have closed with that one.
Well,
Oh, wow.
that's a lot of times I'll close a live show with that one and just kind of say, look, you know, what you do from here is up to you. We've had a good time partying tonight because I try to keep it party and upbeat when I'm playing live. But, you know, let's leave here and be the best of us. It's either that or Soul Shine by Allman Brothers. Those are the two show enders for me. So,
Well, that song is just screams authentic. I mean, you can hear it that you
well,
believe.
and in all reality, I mean, just chord progression wise and picking wise, it's not super complex, you know. I mean, but it conveys the simplicity of the idea, and that's kind of what I'd hoped to get across when I did it. Thanks, Unshackle. Thanks everybody that's saying nice things about it, man. You don't know how much that means to me. That means an awful lot. It really does.
Yeah, this is a fantastic community. Wes, I'm sure after this show, I can already tell. I knew everybody was just going to absolutely love what you have here.
I've sat back and I just see how the community has treated Dwight, and I've seen how the community has treated other musicians, and you know that really, man, in most places, in most circles musically, that's uncommon. And it was so refreshing to me. And I think I mentioned in a comment a week or two ago watching the show that I literally was about to put the guitars back in the closet. And then I found you guys, and I'm like, you know what? Here's a group of people from all over the world who are sitting here and they are pumping each other up, man. And they are learning from each other, and some of them are collaborating with each other. They're helping promote one another. I've been in music since my early 20s. I actually I'd opened some shows in a band for some larger acts. And that is so refreshing because it's all, you know, it's the take a picture with me for $5. I think Pete said something about being proud of your music. I am most definitively proud of my music. But I think there's a fine line in saying, hey, you know, take a picture of me for $5 because I'm so cool because I can play this riff on guitar versus being, you know, showing some modesty, you know. And I don't know where that line is when it comes to talking about my own music. I own a marketing company, but it is so difficult for me to market my own music. And I guess that's imposter syndrome or what. And I think we all experience that. But seeing you guys in this community, man, it is so refreshing. It's such a lovely thing. And I hope everybody in this chat and everybody that watches you, Frank, and Laurie's shows and 15th Ben and Pete's shows, and I know I'm missing Thomas Christ and others, Metalhead Hippie. These guys, man, that is such a rarity to see that. And sorry, I'll get off the soapbox now.
No, that's good. That's good. That's what this is all about. This whole community is based on, like Folk Punk said backstage earlier, celebrating our music. Nobody's greater than anybody else, or else you wouldn't be here. We are brilliant musicians. Many of us have similar stories as to why we're here right now. We can relate to each other. This community is my life, my world, and
it's an awesome thing that you guys have built here, and I have no doubt it's going to continue to grow. And you know, there's a little bit of gatekeeping I know you guys have to do because of I like to poke fun and I like to bust balls and pick and stuff like that. But
you get along with Laurie then.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm not really bothered by her. But there are those people who will troll, and then there are those people who will support but still pick a little bit, and that's what I've seen in this community in the short time that I've been in it. just a good example. Going off on a tangent. Once again, I haven't talked to adults today, so I'm wearing you guys out talking too much. I was invited on a YouTube show earlier in the year, and I didn't know anything about it, but they say, "Hey man, I'll listen to your track. I'd love to feature it on my channel." And it was a hip hop channel. And I started watching. I'm like, oh man, this is not going to go good at all. And and next thing you know, man, I mean, all of these people are just bashing me. I'm like, of course you're bashing me. My music, it's like a spruce tree in a field of flowers. You know, it's standing out because it's not the same thing. It's not what you guys are used to hearing. So anyway, they brought me there just to make fun. That was the purpose of them doing that. And I didn't really care. I'm secure enough to not worry about that. But it was a shitty thing to do. Excuse my language. But
yeah.
Anyway. All right, I'll shut up for a minute.
Go ahead, Dwight.
Something else we're talking about
now.
While I'm taking a breath.
We were talking about yesterday about how you record a little bit differently. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, I'm a jack of many trades. I guess it's the ADHD. I also own a podcast company that's where we've just disbanded recently. But one of the ways that I started recording is we have a podcast board. It's a Zoom L12 podcast board. And what I do, rather than using MIDI or using a keyboard to lay a bass line or drums, is I actually use mics and record everything live onto an SD card. And then I'll put it on the computer, and my DAW is actually Adobe Audition. That's what I mix. And some of the songs I actually master myself right there in Adobe Audition. And it's different. There are plugins, but you can't go and buy a plugin like you would for Pro Tools and use it in Adobe Audition. It doesn't translate to the software, but they have their own reverbs and compressors and things of that nature. And that's how I do it. And I didn't realize it was that outside of the norm until I started joining these home recording groups and stuff like that. Everybody's like, what DAW do you use? I'm like, well, I use Adobe Audition. They're like, what? I didn't even know they had a DAW, so it's a little different.
I like it though. Thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Dude, you work with the tools you got, right? I mean, and that was the tools I had, and I've upgraded things. I've gotten better mics over the years, and now instead of just mixing with my Bose studio monitors, I mix with headphones first, and then I do a second kind of backup mix with the studio monitors, and it seems to be working for me. I've done a lot of studying on production as a whole, not necessarily the tools, but how to EQ, how to use compression, how to mix and master, and that has paid off, I think, in spades. Is that the term? Paid off in spades.
Sir.
All right, yeah. So it's
I
every mix I do, and I'm collaborating with a guy in the UK right now on it, and it's kind of a blues song. Funny enough, he sent me the lyrics before all the hurricanes came through Florida, but it's a song called Southern Storm about a hurricane, and man, we've got to finish the drum track. And that's another thing I do. 95% of the drum tracks I use are live drums recorded with mics and all of that.
Very cool.
I guess you can say I'm a purist by force. I've never sat down to learn how to use MIDI in tracks, even though I do have a MIDI software, but I always export it as a wave to put in the track, and I build it, one beat at a time when I use that. The original Barstool Saints, the full band actually uses digital drums, but everything else on there is me either playing or singing. So I think I have one song or two songs now that Dwight's on one with other vocalists on it. Everything else is me. So.
Yeah, it's too bad I didn't get the Macon track that you guys did together, but I'm going to shout out some more of these premieres. Like I said, this week where was a ton of them. Busy week. So we got Mark Wade and PJ Colby. Happy All Hallows Eve. Very cool track. Sonic Grace, our good friend Daniel, Abba Father, Linda Jean, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, Roberta Flack cover, Choey G, Bridge Pickup Power Blues. Choey G is a brilliant guitarist. Melanie Choli with Seppo Matila. Melanie's going to be on the show, I think, in December or January. Brian Drums, I saw you in here, brother. Love you too. You rock. Please go check out Brian's channel, everybody. He put out, he does a Weezer cover of Pink Triangle. Rose Ackerman music, Miss Billion River Noodles, an improv. Music Rocks is back. He took some time off, maybe for the last 3 months, and he is back and he's playing around with some recreation of videos and in HD. It's really cool stuff. Heart of Glass, a Blondie cover. He took an old Blondie classic live performance, and please go check out what he did with it. Jim Hebert music. Where Were You When I Needed You? Great track, Jim. Take a Short Break. Candyman 3 Resurrection. Jason Lemansky, Postman Jam. Jason's putting out some pretty cool stuff. He sent me a little thing where I'm going to try to help him create a little short. Neil Hahn, Neil's Hahn Dynasty. I mentioned Neil the last few shows. He's got a fantastic channel. He always does a whole bunch of pop-up, talks about minerals and diamonds and all this stuff. And but I really like, a few weeks ago, he did something about bees. This one's about flowers in his garden. It's pretty amazing how he resurrected an orange tree. Really cool stuff. I dig his channel. Midnight Bandit, Easy, Creep and Crawl. Very cool track, Jared. Live to Fly channel, When My Train Pulls In. Gary Clark Jr. cover. Really cool stuff. Pole Vault, Last Call. Dwight the Hitman Bailey. Saw him in the house. Put out a track called The Robot Monster. It's also available in the bass cover. This one's the guitar cover. Chris Lane Sr. had a pop-up stream, Late Night Bandwidth and Music Stream. Our very own DJ Big Red. You Trader. He's modding for Chris. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. Clayton Von Kluge. And Clayton and I started a track a year ago for Songtember. We didn't get it done in time, and we wanted to stay true to it. So we waited till this year. We got it finished, but he released his. He was stuck in that the tragedy there in Florida and the other states. He's from South Carolina, North Carolina. Ugh, I'm terrible unless they have an NFL football team. Oh yeah, there is the Carolina.
North Carolina
I
has
don't know
one.
what I'm talking about. So, anyways, this track was called Last Night. We had a lot of fun doing it with Leela Gordium and Clayton Von Kluge. Coleslaw Shaw, fantastic music, a fantastic channel. I saw Coleslaw in here. Wistful Weaver, part 1/3. Really cool stuff. Please go check out that channel. I think I met Coleslaw Shaw on either Jeff's or Thomas Christ's channel. Regardless, fantastic stuff. Please go support. Michael A.K. Zealand put out a track called Dilemma. And I think there's another one out since. The Skeptics. undoubtedly, and they're going to be on the show. I think it's in 2 weeks. It's coming up already, so it's going to be a lot of fun there. Emery Island, and again, Emery Island is on a roll right now. Please go check out her channel. You're going to love what you hear. And then our good friend, as Hippie calls her, Bro Pendar. She put What I Like About You, a Romantics cover. Pretty cool stuff. All right, I'll take a break now. Wes, between you and I, Dwight's not getting a word in.
It's the easiest show for him tonight, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We don't have to say nice
him.
things about him.
That's right.
I'm trying not to talk because I can talk. That's one of my talents.
Well, look, you pissed him off. He left.
Did he? He just put a picture up.
We're back.
Don't know what happened.
I thought he pissed you off.
No, everything stopped and started spinning, and then it just disappeared.
He just put a cardboard cutout up and went to grab a sandwich. Yeah.
I should have did freeze framed it.
All right, so we got the next track is Blues for a Wife.
First song I ever heard from Wes, actually. I want to say I saw it on Slaps, maybe. Does that sound right?
Oh yeah, probably. This is like the second or third iteration of it. I've removed all other versions, and I actually want to redo it again. I mean, I guess that's part of growth and production and stuff like that. But this story behind this song, the lyrics were about 80% written by a friend of mine who's no longer with us. And around the anniversary of his passing, I said, you know what, I'm going to pull this out and finish this song. And I had written it for a songwriters festival that I was playing here at the beach years ago. And I got up and did just his lyrics, but I added the last verse to it because I just kind of finished it off. And it sounds, the subject matter is depressing, but there's a lot of humor in the song. So that's all I'll say about it. I'll let everybody else make their own. And this is not country, Laurie.
Well, I've always wanted to ask, though, where did the cover art come from for that?
That's the first AI generated thing I ever did. So
My worst topic.
You get a kick
Right.
out of it, right?
and it's probably one of the last. So
Yeah. All right, let's play it. Blues
all right.
for a Wife. If a few of you have tuned in, we have Wes Herndon here, brilliant singer-songwriter, co-hosted by Dwight Carr, East Virginia Studios. And this next track we're going to play right now is Blues for a Wife.
Blues jumped up and slapped me last night when I walked in. Man ran out the back door while you sat there drinking gin. Everywhere I look, lead him out a hard life. Cause having you for a woman means having the blues for a wife. Well, alright. Ran around the corner, trying to catch him if I can. Underneath the streetlights, he looked like my boss man. Everywhere I look, lead him out a hard life. Yeah, having you for my woman means having the blues for a wife. Came back in the kitchen, trying to ease my worried mind. All that she left me was half a box of wine. Everywhere I look, lead a mighty hard life. Yeah, having you for my woman means having the blues for a wife. Well, oh man. See a gypsy to have my fortune read. She looked into my hands. This is what she said: hard times and trouble for the rest of your days. Cause if you keep that woman, boy, she'll never change or evil. Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Let me unmute you guys first.
Man. What can you tell us about that guitar tone?
That is actually through a modeler pedal that I used to use for my live
Really?
shows. Yeah. And it's a cheap one. I can't even remember the name of it because I've moved away from it since. But actually playing my Ibanez RG770 Deluxe, which back in the day was the step down from the original by Jim, and it is like baby blue. That was my guitar back in the day until I got the Les Paul. And I still use it live when Hendrix stuff and I need the whammy bar. And nice. And you know, it's kind of funny, that song reminded me that it's just recently that I've considered myself an actual vocalist. I've always been just a guitar player. I was a lead guitar player and did some backing vocals I played in my early 20s, and but nobody could sing the songs I was writing the way I wanted them to sing them. So that's the reason I started doing my own stuff, you know.
That's fantastic.
But that's the neck pickup, man. I like that thick tone, and you know, that slash kind of Dwayne Allman, Warren Haynes tone in a guitar is my favorite sound on an electric, man.
Yeah.
Just right at breakup, a little reverb, not much else.
Beautiful. Spongy.
Yeah. So I'm going to shout out some more here. Wow, I can't believe we're at number 78. Like I said, there's a lot of shout outs this week. Our good friend from Germany, Frank Mel, released a track called Risen, another epic masterpiece. And Dwight, our good friend Dwight Carr, Don't Think Twice, That I'm Good. A Bob Dylan cover. Really cool stuff.
Thanks.
Kathy Short. If you guys have a second, please stop by her channel. Go check out this song, Darlin', Darlin'. She is going to be on the show. I'd love to give her some encouragement. Working on a date now as we speak. She probably already emailed me, so it's going to be fantastic. Go check her out. David Cartrette, Creep, we had on last week, did a cover of Radiohead. Unshackled Spirit, Sal, man. I got to tell you, bro, I was crying. He wrote it. Apparently he's been working for years trying to write a song for his mom. Bella Mamma Mia. It's a beautiful track. Very well done, Sal. Wesley Media Hub. Many of us know Nigel as kind, generous, kind of what JJ and Folk Punk and myself are trying to do here in the mods. Just share everybody else's music, put mine aside. And that's what Nigel has been doing for years. I didn't even know he had this in him, but he released a track, We Rock Under Southern Stars. Please go check it out. He is a monster. He's a rock star. I didn't even know. And yeah, really cool stuff. D. Lynn, Drinking from My Saucer, a Michael Combs cover. Abe the Band, Casual Afternoon Riffin'. If you all know Abe the Band, you know this one's going to be good. My good friend, Prince Prodigal, released a track the other day, Divine Dynasty. Really cool stuff. Scars and Shadows, Chasing Shadows. A really nice song. And then John Scher, who I have been working on to try to get him on the show. We probably will do something. When the Needle Hits the Vein. It's a real cool track. Yeah. I want to talk about some upcoming Roadie's Jam Cave tomorrow night, live number 13 at 9 p.m. You'll find a link being posted now. DJ Big Red had a couple here. Chip and Don's Halloween Booza Palooza, Thursday at 10:05 Eastern. There's a lot of Halloween stuff. Chip and Don. Is that Chip and Dom? Dominic and... I don't know. So it's called Chip and Dom's Halloween Booza Palooza. Regardless, it's on these two channels, so I'm assuming it's Dom and Chris. Yeah. Hetriani EP. I think I saw him posted in the chat. He is mixing his final track, so it should be out soon. Between him and Metalhead Hippie, I'm sure they'll come out with a date soon, hopefully. And yeah, because I don't want to premiere anything, play anything until that show is done. I think it's going to be a real cool show. It's going to be one of the best shows of the year. It's been long awaiting for Hetriani's album, and I can't wait. I've was privileged to catch a few sneak peeks of a couple of the tracks. Is going to be great. 15th Bend has a premiere this Friday, October 29th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Ghost of Tsushima, Eternal, Jin Sakai tribute. Hope I didn't butcher that. So that's Friday. Please go hit the notification bell there. Mike and Don, Genesi Music, have got a Christmas song, a little preview of it, a little short. Please go check it out. The track is called The Incarnation. They put out a short for that song, but they also have their latest album, Invisible Reality, will be available on all major platforms. Apparently the email I received today is just a matter of minutes, days. It could be up now. It'll be up soon. And they will have 100 physical CDs. Let's just say 99 because I'm buying one. So, and I'm sure there's many in the chat that are lined up for this one as well. Yeah, so stay tuned for the exact dates on these and we'll keep you in the loop. Just one more, I want to mention a milestone, our friend Guitar Hack, birthday live stream hangout. Happy birthday, Guitar Hack, a good Canadian guitarist. And speaking of happy birthdays, I almost forgot that it's Wes's birthday. as well. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So happy belated birthday
Thank
to
you.
Wes. Yeah.
Thank you
30
very much.
years old. I hear you.
Yeah,
30?
30 years with several years experience. Yes, that is accurate.
That's fantastic.
Feel as old as I am, and I usually don't act it either. So,
Well, for your birthday, if anybody's interested in the brand new album that Wes has released, it is available on Bandcamp, and I offered to purchase one of these albums and give it away today. And Wes said, "We will not have any of that. I will send you a code." And so I said, "Good, then we'll give away two." The one I buy and the one you're going to give away. All right. So I wrote something here. A number between 1 and 100. DJ Folk Punk Lori, you guys are going to help me out on this one. Pick a number between 1 and 100. And the closest to it will get a CD, a digital copy.
Need some Jeopardy music.
There
There you go. We got two beautiful singers there.
Oh, I saw somebody tag 15th Ben. I thought that was their guess for a second there.
15th is here.
Yeah. Oh, he has as well. Thursday nights is another tough night for me to get out to be in to watch shows. And I got to watch the last of his show the other night. Really, really good show he does as well.
How long should I let this? Fantastic shows. How long should I let this go for?
Has anybody got close?
Oh, frig. Every time I say how long should I let it go for?
More come through.
Yeah. All right. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I believe the number is 60, and Pookie Ann, if I'm not mistaken, got 63. So, and I believe Pookie does have a Bandcamp set up. Do you have a Bandcamp set up, Pookie? I don't know if I'm far behind. Yeah, we'll work on it. And so Pookie Ann wins the first one, and we'll get that all set up. That's fantastic. I'll send you an email. So if you guys don't mind, we got a little an addition that we added to this show, and it's around the halftime of the show. And it's the part of the show where we celebrate the pianists in this community. And pianists and composers are, I think, very underappreciated. It is the heart and soul of music. Goes back thousands, hundreds of years. And I really wanted to spotlight these artists on this show. It was actually one of the first. So to celebrate the pianists in this community, we put together a little montage. And this one's prepared by the music backing of Karen Baldwin, who I did see in the chat. And hard to say, 15th. So please follow the links that Snooks is putting up. They're not just the same links every week. every week we update the links of something recently released from these artists. And yeah, hug a penis. Awesome. All right, I better play this. Man, it may be a nice community, but there are a lot of warped and demented people in this community. Yeah, that was fantastic. So please go offer up some support. Rhett, what did he say about his G-string? This is just gone bad.
Yeah, we need folk punk to start putting people in detention, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
every good family has a little dysfunction, right?
Oh, freak. This one has a lot. So, yeah, once again, thank you, Snooks, for putting up these links. Thank you, Karen Baldwin. I can't get caught up. I quit. Children, all of us. Yeah. So true. Sousa Palooza, how are you? All right, I'm gonna let you guys get back to it.
What we got next? Oh, hometown. Yeah, can you tell us about
Hometown. Man, you know, I assume we all as artists have a little pent up anger sometimes. And this song kind of speaks to that for me, in that, you know, we're out here, we're taking our own music seriously, and we think what we're doing is legitimate. We're trying to fight imposter syndrome. And you look within your inner circle, and you hope, it's your prayer and wish that these people will be the most supportive of you. Those should be really the people who share your music, who give you shout outs on social media, and tell the world, you know, this is my bud, Dwight, his, And Hometown Prophet speaks to the fact that you can, and Dwight, you actually inspired this. We were having a conversation one day, and you said you can't be a prophet in your own hometown, and that reminded me of the Bible verse. And I said, that actually applies to artists as well, not just Jesus's journey on this planet. And when you change gears, I've been in the corporate world, I've owned businesses. And when you change gears and you try to start getting serious about making music, people don't take that seriously. And that's basically what this song is about. So it's me being mad, but trying to make it sound cool.
All right. Let's have a listen to Hometown Prophet, Wes Herndon.
Gather round, friends, got a story to tell about a young man folks thought they knew so well. Rumors, lies, and all things between. Yeah, they were blind to what they didn't want to see. You can't be a prophet in your own town. Can't climb a ladder when folks keep putting you down. No, you can't be a prophet in your hometown. Takes a bucket load of courage, leave the world behind, in a basket full of effort and a strong-willed mind. Despite the aspersions, he took a leap of faith, and he made his own way to a brand new place. No, you can't be a prophet in your hometown. Can't climb a ladder when the rumors keep bringing you down. No, you can't be a prophet in your hometown. Sharing here and there, spitting those blues to anyone who cares. He often thinks back to the folks at home, wishing they could see how much he's grown. But you can't be a prophet in your hometown. Can't climb a ladder when the rumors bring you down. No, you can't be a prophet. You can't be a prophet in your hometown. No, you can't be a prophet in your No, you can't be a prophet in your hometown.
Wow. All right, let's get the
Nailed it.
gentleman back here.
So the joke I always make after I play that live is, if you didn't know the name of that song by the time I'm done, you weren't listening. I wrote that right after I'd read a book on songwriting. It's like, repeat the hook, repeat the hook, repeat the hook, repeat the hook. And damn if I don't repeat the hook in that song.
just a couple times. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Very well written. Man, you said earlier that you'd never sang, you just play guitar. And
Yeah, I,
it's
I
like,
sang back up my harmonies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've kind of tried to work on my voice a little bit more to be a better lead singer over the years. But yeah, I always consider myself a guitar player. I never really consider myself a singer. So until this year, actually.
well, you sure have a nice, crisp, a perfect voice for what do you call it? Swamp rock?
Swamp rock, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a combination of blues and southern rock. So
I love it. I love it.
It's got character.
thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do some more shout outs here. Some mentions here. Dan Anderson. Haven't seen him here today, but please go check out Dan. He streams weekly, 1 p.m. The Nut House just came into the chat, I believe. Fantastic channel. Please go check it out. And it was a little too late, but I will pick it up on the next show. He released a song today. So please go check it out. Rich New Design, Camp Gmail. You'll find every Saturday at 10 p.m. Charlie Cabalden, Robbie Stingle. Robbie was in the chat. Robbie's just like Dwight, where I think maybe Robbie's got one on you, brother. I think Robbie can put out 3 a day. Stephen Ewert, I hope you're feeling better. My prayers are with you. There's Robbie. What's going on, brother? Axon Nacho, you'll find every Monday and Wednesday. Oh, they'll be on tonight at 11. JM Unleashed, every Monday at 5, I think it is. Yeah, 5 p.m. He's got word games similar to Scrabble. Very cool stuff. And he has a whole bunch of other pop-ups if you like pets, dogs. He's got 3 really cool stuff. The Falcro, Richard, I seen him in and out here throughout the night. Rhett, it has something wrong with his G-string. The Mix Club, you'll really appreciate that channel, even though you say you're not country. You call it Swamp Rock, and it's cool. But you'll really appreciate Rhett. Go check out that channel, Wes. You'll love it.
Oh,
Have you,
man? Listen.
What's that?
I everything. I mean, yeah. So any new music you turn me on to, I'm always all ears. Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, this one in particular, I know you're gonna love Rhett's stuff. Pompeii Music, Rise of Dark Leela. She's changed her time to 3:30 now. She accommodates the Australian time zone as well, because they're usually together with Jade and Pete Johns and Thomas Christ. You got a nice little thing going there. And then we've got a bunch of karaoke streaming channel and artists, and great supporters of all our communities. We've got Miss High, Pendar, Jovel de Putzis, Punk Media Karaoke, Leah Ramos, Mr. B's Music Addiction, Deb's Wood Burning Stove. You'll find her every Friday at 10 p.m. CC Karaoke, if you're looking for karaoke tracks, he's got an abundance of music. Anything you can think of, he'll have. Mama Rose Channel, Angela Tanzer, and Together We Are Family. I am done with the shoutouts.
Nice.
I can just chill.
Man, you
now.
killed it tonight, bro. Killed
Yeah, that's I think record. That's the most. We had to take. We have a section called "Doing for Others." We literally had to take it out. So, and it turns out we have time. So we have time. Thank you, Lori. Sonic Grace, what's going on? Yeah. So tell us some more. When did you? Yeah, I have a question. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now I'm going to start to rip some questions at him.
Hey, how important is where you're living at to your music?
I influence on it. I tell you why. I mean, you know, crazy here in Florida. If I'm being honest, but mindset is more of that independent spirit, that entrepreneurial spirit here in a tourist community. You know, growing up in Georgia, it was you. I'm breaking up, Laurie.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Oh man, let me close some windows. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, definitely.
I was streaming Hulu in the breaks. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Is that better? Am I coming through now?
Yeah.
Okay. So growing up in Georgia, the mindset was you go to school, you graduate college, or you don't, you go to trade school or you learn a trade and you go get a job and you work for somebody else. Now I've always had a priority, so that was very difficult for me in the beginning anyway. But when I moved to Florida, you're kind of forced to be self-employed in some way. And so that to a degree has fostered my creativity. Although we were during the COVID shutdowns, we were one of the first states to open back up. You know, I with my business, I had clients all over the United States, and I lost about 40 business in that short period of time during the COVID shutdowns because I had clients in New York, I had clients in California and they all went out of business. My job is I build websites and I do marketing, so AdWords and things like that. Went out of business, man. I lost that monthly revenue, so I had to do something. And I had guitars sitting in the closet that I just picked every now and again, and I was just like, what do I do? Because I can't go out. There aren't any factories at the beach, man. You know, there aren't any pizza tables, bartending in some form of so, or be in the medical community like my wife. You know, play guitar and I can half-ass sing. Let me get this out of the closet and put something there. And then I got to where, you know, playing cover in a beach bar, you're buffing all the time, playing, you know, Knee Deep, Brown Eyed Girl and all that stuff. And to get you really song, I want to hear them at the beach, but you get tired of playing those types of covers. So I started writing more. And I wrote when I was just trying to bring some cash in.
You're breaking up.
Well, I don't. It's a good start. Hear me?
You're freezing up. It's getting worse.
Am I? Log out, log.
Yeah, we can wait a second. The same link. Maybe go out and come back.
I'll be right back, ladies.
Yeah, we're here. What's going on?
What time's the game?
Oh, the game's already started. I've got it on record.
They're on the East Coast.
Let's go. Yeah, the game's already on.
You don't watch any CFL?
God, I hate Canadian football.
I can't say I've ever watched a game.
Jesus. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. We get more in junior hockey league game than we do in a CFL game.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So far, so good.
All right, man. That was such a good story I was telling too, man. All right. So long story short, if it's not too late and you can hear me still, Florida is just kind of independent minded. And so that kind of fosters a creative spirit. There's a lot of artists down here, not just musically, but in paint and sculpture and jewelry, stuff like that. And so where I'm living versus growing up in Georgia and living in Georgia for the majority of my life is a different spirit. And that plays an awful lot into the stuff I do and the stuff. I have a couple of beach songs that I've written. Just because you're surrounded by such a beautiful area, it just kind of influences what you do and what you write about, what you think about. So
Very cool.
Go here. All right.
Cool.
Well, we have the last song of the evening. We chose The Dirty Side.
Yeah. So of everything else that I've written, Dirty Side is probably the least serious song I've written. My wife and I are Airstreamers. We have a Airstream, and we're part of this community, and it's kind of a unique community. A lot of people call it the Airstream cult. And this song is just a funny song about camping. Is exactly what it is. And I squeeze some scatting in there, which I think's hilarious. A lot of people may not get that, but what I do is just to make myself laugh, and that makes me laugh. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoys it.
I'm sure we will. The Dirty Side.
She got a Yeti cup and a pickup truck. Ton of things on her mind. Didn't know how to fix it up. Thought about that time. Packed her things and told her king, let's hit that open road. Tied it down and grew some wings, and they got that Airstream in tow. Oh, yeah! Base camp and a 30 amp is really all you need. Lanyard is looking high, stay away from that SOB. The silver coat and my payload are heading out of town. Yeah, keep the shiny side up and the dirty side on the ground. Yeah, the dirty side. Happy hour, clean shower, campfire every night. Boondocking till my trailer's rocking. Yes, I'm feeling alright. Ray McNally through that valley, GPS in them hills. Long ride to the other side, I promise you'll feel the thrill. Yeah. Base camp and a 30 amp is really all I need. Lanyard is looking high, stay away from that SOB. Silver coat and my payload are heading out of town. Yeah, keep the shiny side up and the dirty side on the ground. Yeah, the shiny side and the dirty side. And the dirty side, boom, bam, bam, beep, bam, ba doom, boom, boom, bam, boom. Skibby lap, skibby bap, skibby double, bap, bow. Guess the strip was pretty hip, but it's time to be heading out. Going north and then back and forth, somewhere thereabout. Yes, please, down in the Keys, pumping brakes in Blue Ridge. Top of Georgia and then California, I'm gonna cross every bridge. Base camp and a 30 amp is really all we need. Lanyard and looking high, stay away from that SOB. That silver coat and my payload are heading out of town. Yeah, keep the shiny side on the ground, the dirty side on the ground.
Boom. Let's get unmute here.
Never caught that Rand McNally line before.
Yeah, man. I snuck that in. I mean, nobody uses those anymore, right? I mean, but I snuck that in. I thought it was a pretty good little rhyme there. I didn't even have to go use Rhyme Zone for it. I just like Rand McNally through that valley. Yeah, I think that works. A couple of subtle things in that song that a lot of people may not realize, but the word SOB is what Airstreamers call other campers. They're called some other brand. That's how I'm part of the community, but they're kind of pretentious about it because the Airstreams are the shiny ones and they think they're better than everybody else. So that was kind of a dig at the Airstream community at the same time. So if there are any Airstreamers in the audience, I apologize for downing our cult like that.
I guess you won't be playing at any parks where
it's kind of funny. I played that song last year at an Airstream rally.
Really?
There were 150 Airstreamers there, and they got a kick out of it. They're a good bunch. I mean, the thing is those rallies, they shut down by 8:00 because usually everybody's over 70. Even at my age, my wife and I are some of the younger Airstreamers, and so I played. I think the gig was like from 5 to 7:30, so everybody could get back to their campers and go to bed. I'm like, man, I'm ready to drink. Where are y'all going?
I love it.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you what, I don't know if we're winding down or not, but I'm going to say thanks right now while I'm thinking about it to everybody in the comments that I haven't been able to respond to and the ones that I have. Thank y'all so much. And I'm getting a lot of comments on my own YouTube channel, man. That means the world to me. I appreciate every comment, and I hope you'll find that I'll respond to every one of them that I get a notice about, that I know that's there. And it's me. I don't have a social media person running my stuff at all. And I don't think any of us do in this group, do we? Except Frank. He's the big boss we heard earlier. But the rest of us, we're out here running our own socials. And if I'm going to talk to you, and I think that's kind of how DJ and I got to know each other a little bit. Is he didn't. I think he made the comment yesterday when we were prepping for this. He said, "Oh, well, you made a down to earth comment, dude. Look at me. I'm fat. I can't be uppity."
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I have no standing to be uppity. You know what I'm saying? It's just we are all at different levels in our life, or different stages, or different. We all have our faults. We all have our positives, man. And you can't down somebody for their negative if you've got negatives. And I don't think in my opinion, I don't know what anybody's stance is on spirituality, but there was only one perfect dude to walk this earth, and that was a minute ago. So there's nobody currently on this earth in physical form anyway that's perfect. So there's if somebody takes the time to reach out to you, you should definitely take the time back. I have defriended people because the only time they come to comment on something is when it's negative. Interact with me before you argue with me. We can argue, but interact with me.
Yeah, so true. So true.
Yeah.
When I mentioned to DJ that we're going to have you on the show. Oh man, I love that dude. It's like he says, I've left some comments at some people's on some people's channels and songs, and I'm joking around, and I guess they didn't take it so well that way. But Wes, he's so down to earth. So
we are an overly sensitive culture or species these days, man, and you can't be like that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You can't say shit without hurting somebody's
No,
feelings.
you can't. You can't. There's a meme that was going around Facebook a couple of years. You can't post anything without offending anybody. So here's a white space. Some dude gets on it and says, "Why's it got to be white?"
Yeah.
So I mean, we get butt hurt so easy, man. And you know what? I pick my. You know, you're in my circle because I am busting your balls. I am picking at you mercilessly. But that's my love language. You know what I'm saying? And I expect to be picked back at. And that's just the way you do it, man. That's my way of showing love. So
Yeah.
I actually caught myself in this community and chat. I wanted to say something kind of smart assy, and I've held. I didn't want to offend anybody, and so going forward, just know if I'm picking at you, I love you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you picked a perfect time to talk to the audience because, yeah, that is about time we're wrapping up the show. I do want to say, I know you're going to have some words and stuff, and Dwight will also, but I do want to say thank you, Dwight, for introducing us to this brilliant, talented being, kind, generous, just such a warm soul with a beautiful voice.
Absolutely.
And again, this is what the community is all about. Having you on the show, and then a week later making the connection with Wes. This is what it's all about. And Wes, I am so honored to have you on this show. I think I know that you have a lot to still come. I can just feel it, and I can't wait. And I'm glad to be part of this journey with you. And yeah, man.
Well, I tell you what, man. If I don't say anything else the rest of the night, I want to say the pleasure was all mine, and the honor is absolutely mine. And I hope everybody in this community that's chatting, and I'm pointing at the chat screen if you can't tell.
Yeah, I can tell because you're pointing the wrong way.
But you let me tell you, as somebody that's been in music off and on for 36 fucking years now. Holy shit, I'm old. That this is a special thing that's going on here with the community pulse and all of these things. If that's the message for tonight, look, I'm glad that my music was featured, and I am glad for everybody that's going to hopefully share or go over to my channel and make comments and socialize with me and like things and follow me. I am thankful for that. But if there's nothing else that comes out of tonight, just know that the people that are doing the moderation and the people in this chat, this is a special thing, man. It really is. So that's enough warm, fuzzy bullshit for now, right? So I don't mean it. There I go handling stuff with humor again. So, it's when I get too serious, I always make a joke. So no, but I mean that. I do mean that. This is a wonderful, awesome. It's awesome. So there we go.
Thank you once again. Dwight, what do you got, brother?
Thank you for inviting me again 3 times, man. I appreciate it, for real. Wes, glad you said yes. Glad we stumbled upon each other.
Oh man, the pleasure's all mine. If you go to my channel, be sure to look for Back to Making, because Dwight's on that with me. I meant to mention that again, and that's unfortunately, I guess I dropped the ball on that tonight or something.
Or I did, because it's typically 5 songs. So maybe you sent it, and I just took the first 5. It could be.
It could be, man. Look, man, I'm not going to point fingers.
The rest I used for the montage that I created.
No, I didn't. It's the hardest thing for me to pick the songs, but y'all go check out Back to Making, because Dwight absolutely makes that song. I mean, I think I did all right writing it, but Dwight sets that song off. He adds a magic to it that just makes it an awesome, awesome tune, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a fantastic track.
But
All right.
Okay.
So
Goodbyes
on
are
that
hard.
note, I hate to say goodnight. I always hate ending these shows. I never know when to end it. It's like I just wanted to drag on and go forever. Lord Spike Protein, great to see you. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Michael Lapenzi, it's been a minute. Great to see you. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Really appreciate supporting this artist, both of these artists. Welcome to our communities. This is fantastic for us to have you because we got some nice, fresh music. And like I said, we spoke backstage. You've got all the links for all these channels, streaming channels that you can submit your music to. And start from your most recent and go back and fill us. We can never have enough music. I'm sure everybody's bored of listening to my tracks over and over again, and I only have 34. I'm not as proficient as Dwight here.
Right.
When we were in a meeting earlier, he's already written a song.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's released 3 since we've been doing the show. Shit. I mean, that dude is a phenom. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I love it. Wesley Media Hub. Nigel, that's just we were shouting you out earlier. That's just a brilliant release you put out earlier. You caught me right off guard. It's just absolutely fantastic. All right. That's it. Have a great night, everybody. We're going to close out this show as we always do with Lizaday. And it's titled Family, because this is what we are. And so I wish everybody a wonderful evening. Once again, thank you, Wes. Thank you, Dwight, for making this evening so special. It was fantastic.
Thank you, everybody.
Peace.
We are. 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 Sister, brother, father, mother, we are one and the same. We are. We are. Friends, chosen, hearts shared, a force of nature. We are. We are. We are family, family, forever like a diamond, special treasure. We shine. Family, family, family. Are we not part of one another? Our love is gold. Family. We are. We are. We are. We are. Family. We are. We are. We are. We are. Family. We are. We are. We are. We are. Family. We are. We are. We are. We are. Family. Your life could get in the way sometimes, but no matter whatever, ever hot the cards, we'll weather it together.